Hey, and good evening, beautiful being. Thank you so much for being here today, for not scrolling, and really just taking time, stopping, and really taking this time for yourself. And today I have a very special meditation for you. And a lot of people actually ask about this. They ask what to do, what to think while meditating. And so today we're not gonna do just some guided visualization that I sometimes do to help you with sleeping, but today we are really going to get into this purely meditative state in which not only that you can stop thinking, and I'm not saying stop thinking forever, but we'll do simply something. I will show you what to think, which is not really a thought. And underneath all stress, contraction, and anxiety, there is always a painful story, a painful thought, a belief that lives in this timeline, which is your story of your entire life, and it's protected by this false self-image. And so we're gonna do something that will help you to disidentify with that. And it's very simple. And sometimes I do meditations that I will first completely relax you and then we're gonna go into the meditation. Well, today we're gonna do this at the same time. That means that I will help you to completely relax your body, and at the same time I'm gonna be reminding you what to think, which is not a thought, in which sense the thinking disappears and something else happens. And in this way you can go really deep into this state, which is not absent of thoughts, but the thoughts becomes just very natural, flowy. There is no contraction, there is no resistance. It simply is what it is, and it's a state which will help you to just fall asleep quickly, or just having a really deep, relaxing experience, because that protecting that self-image or protecting those stories, that takes a lot of effort. It's just not gonna be there. And before we go there, before we start doing this meditation, I have this special surprise for you. And I don't know if you've heard about Mindflix, but it's basically a movie that you can watch on your mind screen. And the first one I made is about time travel. It's about time travel trip to really quit your guilt tripping, so you can stop being so overly careful in your life. And today I simply want to gift it to 3 of you who haven't seen it yet, because I know that some of you might feel a bit skeptical, and you can see what people say about it on my website, which is in the description of this video. And so many people cry when they have this experience. So many people have really this release just watching this movie, because it's very personal. It's not like this meditation, because they make it their own. It's customizable, and it's really a story. So you're gonna go on a hero's journey, and you will know how to deal with any kind of guilt. So without guilt, when it disappears, you're completely free now to make decisions from a place of not having to be so careful, and really just being free in your decision making, which means you will stop overthinking and really relax a bit more in your life. And so if you're interested in watching this movie, then I would love to send it to you as a gift. All you have to do is just write in the comment "ready to fly," and I will choose 3 people who will write this in the comments below, "ready to fly," and I will send them Mindflix. And now I really want you to start finding a place where you can relax, not being disturbed by anything, and really set this intention to be completely present with yourself, exactly the way you are, with no need to change anything. And when you find that space within yourself, you can either close your eyes, or you can leave them open and simply let them relax in their own time, whenever they want. And just Settle in your own being. Notice how good it feels to finally arrive to the space of yourself, of me, just being, and relax and release. Very good. And so, first, I want you to notice that every time when there is a thought popping up, this thought is always telling a story. And when we don't know what to think, we start being confused and asking ourselves, am I doing this right? Am I meditating right? Or I'm trying to suppress my thoughts. I'm trying not to think. And then you're thinking even more before you know it. You are far away into some story. And so today we're not going to try to get rid of the thoughts. We are not going to try to change them, avoid them. But I want you to simply look what appears and label it. It's like just put a sticker on it. You just put a label on it. And when we do that, when we label it, we stop being caught up with this thought. We stop being identified. Because normally we really don't even notice we have this thought. We are hypnotized into that story. And we believe it's true, whether we notice it or not. And then it keeps us in this tension, contraction. And we either feel anxiety or stress, or we can't fully just be. And so, you cannot do this wrong. I'm going to guide you with this. At the same time, I'm going to guide you to relax your body. And you can take a deeper breath to begin with. So take a deep breath, inhale with me. And release, and just feel your body. Just feel for a moment and check how you're feeling today. How is my body really feeling? Energetically and physically. What's going on? Just checking with your senses. And if there is any thought that comes up, as they do, simply label them. And you can either just say thinking, or you can look a little bit closer. You can describe for what it really is without any judgment. This is the crucial part. Normally, we judge our thoughts. Oh, I shouldn't be thinking that. Oh, I should be already sleeping. Oh, this is too much. I'm feeling too much anxiety. I shouldn't be feeling that much. And so without any judgment, we just look at it as if we are looking at a movie, which is not ours and has nothing to do with us. And we put a title on it, but not in a sense of describing it. So for example, I can be describing, or I can be labeling my thought as justifying. Maybe there's a conversation where I'm justifying to somebody that I am a good person. Or it can be catastrophizing, where I'm imagining the worst. It can be judging myself or other. It can be predicting something, trying to figure it out, what's going to happen in the future. So just notice. Just notice, and with that, just relax your shoulders. Let them sink into the bed if you are lying down. Relax your jaw and notice any tension you have in your cheeks and in your temples. Just relax your face by noticing. Just notice how relaxing your noticing is. Just notice that noticing is not thinking. And we cannot do both at the same time. We either think or we notice. And that's why I'm inviting you to simply label any thoughts that appear as they do. So it's like a game. How many fish you can catch? How many movies can you label? Play this game with yourself as you are relaxing your shoulders and your neck and all the little muscles in between your spine. Feel a warm energy, like a little warm current. It's flowing through your body into your shoulders, and gently massaging your shoulders, relaxing your arms until they become heavy. And your breathing is becoming a little bit softer and softer as you're allowing yourself becoming a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more at ease and open. And just notice the story that appears in your thought and just label it. It can be predicting or judging, planning. How would you summarize it in one word? And if you're not sure, simply label it thinking. And you just look at it without any resistance. Just like when you go window shopping into your favorite store, you're just looking. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's interesting. And go back into your body. And relax your chest and your back. This warm current of warm energy is now traveling down to your spine and relaxing your lower back. And your belly is now soft as a feather. And the palms of your hands are also relaxing. Your thumbs are relaxing. Just effortlessly being there with nothing to do. Heavy. And if there is any thought appearing, just notice, what is that story? And label it. Thinking. And see if you can do it without any judgment. If you can do it while being completely soft. Just looking. You're looking, or your ability to look without any judgment is the most superior superpower that you have without knowing that you have it, or that you don't know how powerful it is. It is so powerful because it can really help you to disidentify from the story. Because the moment you label it and soften, you're not caught up with it anymore. And we'll continue to soften even deeper. until there is no contraction left inside of your body or your mind. And so this warm energy is flowing now into your belly and into your bum, relaxing your bum, and into your legs. You feel them becoming so heavy, like tree trunks, feeling grounded and present. And this warm, magical fluid is now flowing into your knees and kissing your knees inside, relaxing all the muscles or all the things that are in the knees. And just notice any story that appears, either as an image or as a movie, as a thought from the day, conversation, or something that you have to do, something that you should have said differently, and simply label it. Regretting or fixing when you're trying to change something or somebody, including yourself. And thank it for showing itself. Or it can be victimizing. It can be anything. Try to see if you can relabel it without the judging energy, as if it wasn't happening about you, because it isn't. Just look. Is that image really you? Or is it an image? A thought? It's insane how we get so confused, how those images are so convincing that we get hypnotized. And go back into relaxing your body. This warm, relaxing energy is going into your feet, and your feet become so nice and relaxed, and your soul's becoming warm and relaxed, and you feel almost this warm energy flowing inside of your body, gently, like a gently current, all the way from the top of your head, through your face, through your torso, into your legs, into your feet, and relaxing all the tension. Feeling a warm current of love and presence and acceptance and beingness. And perhaps now is the time to notice how it feels to be in this state, just being. And if there is any thought, as they usually are, catch them like a fish with your noticing. Just notice. You can even zoom in and make it bigger and just really look at it. Look at it without the need to change it, without the need to making it go away, without the need to fix it. Just looking at a movie. Oh, that's an interesting one. Huh. And label it. Explaining, judging, planning, or just thinking. And then just watch this movie fading away, fading away. And whatever happens around you doesn't matter. Now pretend I didn't see this electricity. Shh, little glitch. I hope your eyes are closed. And you simply notice if there is a thought, a story, and you simply label it. Just look at it. Just look. See the person who we believe we are, the false identity, self-image, cannot look. It always looks with an agenda. It always has an agenda to fix something, to change it into its own story, to fix it, to change it into its own dream reality. But we don't have to do that. That's not who you really are. Who you really are, in a sense, is this simple looking that has the ability to look without trying to change anything. Simple looking, and also investigating sometimes whether those stories are actually true or not. Because when we don't, we cannot help but believe it 100% because they are so convincing. Nobody is being spared. They are just very convincing. But as we are here today, we are simply looking to see what it feels like when we stop being caught with those images, when we stop following those images and stop believing in them, that we really need to change something, or we need to justify our point of view, or judge. And what it feels like in your body when you simply look and look with your softness, with your soft vision, and label that story. What is there now? What story is there now? Just notice. Bring it to your awareness. Interesting. Okay. I'm glad I noticed. And just notice in your softness. Notice with your softness. And let it fade away in its own time. When it does, coming back to simply being and feeling, sensing your body touching the surface of the bed, noticing the space around you, noticing what you have missed when the stories try to take your attention away from what is. See if you can come up with 3 things that you have completely missed to notice today? Something that you're grateful for. Because maybe your thoughts are showing you some lack of something or some danger in the future. So now just notice that actually you have something that you take for granted. See if you can come up with 3 things that you are grateful for that are actually happening in your life now. It doesn't have to be this moment, just now, without the stories, assumptions, and expectations. What is it that you actually have? It's like once we notice, it's mind-blowing. When we don't compare it to something else or somebody else, it's quite mind-blowing. And simply notice there is a story. Maybe about you, maybe about your thinking. Just label it. Just label it, notice, and let it fade away. And because this is a sleeping meditation, I'm going to let you be in this relaxed state to float into the dream world. And as you are relaxing still and following my voice, you can perhaps just focus on the sounds around you, on the space around you that is holding you so safe, that is enveloping you so gently. Notice the bed and the ground that is always here to support you. Notice the ceiling that's above you. Notice your ability to simply notice. And acknowledge yourself for taking this time to do this meditation and really training your mind to do something that's not just thinking. And notice that sometimes those images come back, and that's also okay. The more you notice and the more you label them, the less they have any power over you, the less we need to distract ourselves from the presence, noticing how harmless they actually are, completely harmless. And I acknowledge you for being here and for listening. I'm always very open to your requests or feedback in the comments. And with that, I'm wishing you have a beautiful night. If you choose to simply let your body drift off to sleep, that's completely okay. Or get up. I'll leave that up to you. Have a beautiful night.